and if sometimes I became a little restless, a swift gallop on my favourite grey across the soft rolling fields would quickly dispel any excess of energy. A coal fell into the hearth, and I suddenly drew back my petticoats, looking around me, suddenly self-conscious about the tears that burned my eyes. Crying would help nothing. My grandmother was gone, laid to rest in the black soil next to her husband.
"Here, miss, drink this. It will set you up a treat."
He towered above me, so close that I could see the red veins stand out across his cheeks.
"Never let it be said that Daniel Perkins left a lady like you to fend for herself."
"Thank you. It is very kind of you." I sipped the hot drink with enjoyment. He remained standing before me, and I reached for my reticule with a hand that shook. "Please, how much do I owe you?" The situation was becoming a little embarrassing.
Perkins flung back his head and laughed. "Independent little thing, aren't you?" He brushed my hand aside. "I'll not take money from you. I still have some sense of chivalry."
He did not take a seat beside me, for which I was grateful. I was in the mood to appreciate a little solitude, so I held out my hand formally. "I'm Catherine Llewellyn. Thank you so much for looking after me. I really do appreciate it." He took my hand briefly, seeming somewhat out of countenance. With a last uncertain glance at me, he departed to sit on the other side of the huge fireplace. It was a relief to sink back in my chair and close my eyes. The journey had been a long one, and I ached to my very bones. I was almost asleep when I heard the sounds of movement around me. Quickly, I rose from my chair, drawing the warmth of my cloak around me.
"We are setting off again, miss."
Perkins took my arm, and I found myself resenting the gesture.
"It would not do to be left behind, would it?"
He smiled, revealing dark-stained teeth, and I hastily averted my eyes. Outside, I gasped a little as the cold air took my breath away. The sky was overcast, the clouds low as if heavy with rain, and I climbed quickly into the comparative warmth of the coach.
"The last part of the journey now, Miss Llewellyn."
Perkins seemed determined to engage me in conversation, and I nodded without replying.
"Don't look so downcast," he said. "You will soon be at home with your folks."
I could think of nothing to say. I pretended to be absorbed in the gathering dusk outside the windows, wondering ruefully what sort of welcome would be waiting for me at Langland Hall. A feeling almost of panic took possession of me, and I pressed my hands together to stop them from trembling. My cousins would no doubt resent me. Why should they welcome me? We had not met for many years, not since I had been a child about 5 years of age. Garth and Jonathon Llewellyn. Their very names sounded hostile to my ears. I would have remained in grandmother's house had she not insisted it was not fitting or even safe for a young girl to live alone. Tears burned my eyes. The old country house would be sold by now. Strangers would walk through the rooms that were beloved and familiar to me, while I would have to become accustomed to a new home reluctantly provided for me by my kinsmen. It was almost a certainty that my elder cousin would resent me. On his shoulders would fall the responsibility of being guardian to a spinster of 18 summers. I did not really look like a spinster. I studied my reflection in the windows of the coach. Dark red curls escaped from under my bonnet, and my face, though ordinary, was not ugly. I had dark eyes like grandmother, except that mine were overlarge for my face, so that I seemed to be an innocent with no more intelligence than a newborn chick. I closed my eyes, deliberately shutting out thoughts of what the future held in store for me. I was a little warmer now, because of the drink, no doubt, and soon tiredness got the better of me, and I drifted off to sleep. I opened my eyes with a sudden pang of fear.